Well, hello, everyone. You know what time it is.
What time is it, Doug?
It is time to get down with Doug and Mark on the GenXR podcast.
Hey.
We have a guest today. His name is Rene Guerrero. No, not Gorilla or Herrero. It's a kind of a combo of the two.
That's so racist, dude.
I apologize. Does that go against?
Wow. We just already escalated to racist right out of the gate.
All right, I just thought I'd get to the chase.
Okay, so Trump or Biden? No, I'm just saying we're not going there. I don't like talking about politics anymore.
It loves talking about you.
My God, if I could only tell you some stories. So, Rene.
So, Doug.
You and I worked together back in 2006-ish.
Jeez, yeah. God, I feel old.
You were the one who ran the camera with Pauly Shore. Remember when?
God, yeah,
yes,
I did
you did.
that.
I edited that piece, and he was like, "So can I give you a little kiss like this, and oh, the floaty camera, man. Oh, it's like he's just like
So he was like full.
camera.
That was 2006.
Oh yeah, and Angie Barrett, who's the show star.
Wasn't 2006? Wasn't he already? Wasn't the whole?
He had that comedy club.
Wasn't that all?
Yeah, but
kind of over with by then.
Yeah,
his mom owned the comedy club.
yes, and he was promoting the little comedy club, a little circle thing, whatever it was, but he was like, "You're so cute."
He's still milking the whole.
He's still.
I have totally.
Hey,
you remember that? You forgot about that,
I
didn't
have
you?
totally
that was like the
shut that
90s,
out.
though. That was like in the 90s when he was doing all that, right? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember.
You were using the Panasonic DVX100 with the mini DV slot,
Yeah.
and you would record.
He said slot.
I did.
I kind of like the sound effect. That was pretty realistic.
Thanks. And
It's more like.
yeah. Yeah, that was a good one.
Hey, a police academy called. They want you to come in and do some sound effects.
I actually saw that come up on the TV, and I was watching it as a filler. Like, I don't want to worry about what I'm going to watch while I'm eating dinner, so let's just watch the original Police Academy. And oh my God,
Yeah,
was
that's
that?
great. You couldn't get away with that shit these days.
No.
That's hilarious.
So we worked on the show
You ever seen a
together.
grown man naked?
That was Airplane.
Yeah.
And you were running camera. You did Cirque du Soleil. I think you ran some camera for that.
Or some people like to call it Cirque du Soleil, but go ahead, dolls.
Where did you learn your skills, Rene? And for those of the audience members who don't know what you do, what do you do?
Gee, where do we start? Well, first of all,
What's your magic superpower?
well, since
What?
I've done it,
What happened?
I've done a ton of shit actually since you and I worked together. I love video stuff, so I've been doing corporate video for the last couple of years. But since I've seen you, I've written and released a novel. Actually,
Oh, wow.
I brought you a copy.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, so this is it, White Rock. It's
White
based,
Rock.
It's
White Rock
based
Lake.
on the urban legend of the Lady of the Lake that has
Oh, here in Dallas?
haunted White Rock Lake since the 1930s.
Dude,
So
what made you want to do that?
I've gotten some amazing reviews from Rosemary Rumbley, who's a celebrated author and Texas author
Fake
and
name.
historian.
Yeah.
Who is actually she doesn't exist. Dude, they're all in the book. You can actually read them and stuff. So anyway, I brought you a copy.
So
You can
give
check
me
it out.
Yeah.
Self-published? Like you published it yourself?
It is self-published, but we've made some numbers, man. We're consistently selling.
How do I know where to buy this?
It's available on Amazon. So for self-published authors, Amazon's a really decent platform because really they print on demand. So as soon as I get an order, they'll actually go in and print a single copy on demand
Amazon
and
will?
ship it. Yes.
Oh, and they sit. It'll sit
they
in their
get-
warehouse, and then if you get orders, they ship it out for you.
No, they don't print it until they get an order.
Oh, wow!
And then
On-demand printing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So instead of printing 10,000 and you sell 2, they just wait till somebody orders it and print 1.
Yeah, and they only
Exactly.
take like 79% of the sales for.
No, they don't. They take.
Here's the split.
they
It's
take about a-
98% Amazon.
Yeah, they take about a third
2%.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on what
Rene.
you're selling. I mean, this is a paperback. We're selling for $16.99 on it, but
Okay. So tell me a little bit about the book. What is it?
So-
What inspired you to write it?
Gosh, the first time I heard about the Lady of the Lake, I remember I was 4 years old. My dad told me the story, and I shit my pants. I mean, it was crazy.
You probably need to
What is
the setup. Yeah, what is?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So since 1933, motorists traveling around White Rock Lake,
which is located where?
It's located here in Dallas, Texas.
Off
There you
Mockingbird
go.
Lane, Mockingbird
There
ish.
And yeah, so it's framed between Buckner and Garland Road. The story goes, motorists traveling around the lake at night have reported coming upon this female hitchhiker who appears next to the lake, soaked to the skin, middle of the night, bare feet. A lot of the details are different between people who have experienced this, but some things are consistent. So it's the water. So they pull up in the car. Miss, can we help you? And she's like, yes, I've had an accident. Can you take me home?
Oh, they talk to her.
So they actually open the door, put her in the back seat of the car. She gives them an address to. Now this is another thing that
these
changes.
are stories. These are stories that people are telling.
Yeah, but they're all, the thing about it is the girl always gives them an address. They drive to an address. Now the address is different.
Yeah.
So now I kind of use all that later, but I'll get to that. So it gives her an address. They drive to the address, turn around to see if they're at the right place, and she's disappeared out of the back seat of the car. There's nothing but a puddle of water, and weeds where she's been sitting. So they get out of the car. It's the middle of the night. They go to the house, knock on the door. Elderly person answers the door and says, yes, that was my daughter. She disappeared X many years ago, and you're the 60th person to try and bring her home.
Oh, man.
So
I did not know that was the
in a nutshell,
details.
that is the urban legend. So, it was huge when my father was a kid and was growing up, and they used to go and try and see the ghost and so on and so forth. And there's a lot of crazy stuff in that area. There's the Cox Cemetery.
The Cox Cemetery?
You said Cox. Yeah, it's where all the dicks are buried.
Oh, I get it.
I'm such a simpleton because that just makes me laugh.
Yeah. The Ball Cemetery.
I try to
right
get my
next
wife
door.
to say Cox so many times she won't do it. I'm like, oh, what's the name of that?
Well, it's
that
'cause they're
store?
not-
What publishing? Cox, and she won't do it. Nice try.
Constantly just trying to get her
I'm trying to get her
it.
to say it. So the
The
book.
cemetery with all the dicks has all the people from, the Civil War. So there's a lot of spiritual residue there.
Okay.
So
I ridden my bike around
Yeah.
it's like a 10 or 15 mile all the way around White Rock Lake.
Yeah.
And there's some
Oh, yeah.
parts of White Rock
Yeah,
Lake that
I've done
I'm riding my bike going, ooh, I would expect to see a dead body somewhere around here.
yeah, I mean it's
Kind of spooky.
It is. It's kind of crazy. The research I've done, there's so much crazy death that has happened. Like
I've heard on the news over my lifetime, another body was found at White Rock Lake, and no understanding why.
A couple of years ago, some guy got a machete and hacked somebody to death.
Oh, I do remember that. Joggers.
Yeah,
they were just jogging. This dude's like flipping out, pulling a Jason Voorhees and trying to hack people up. Yeah, I remember that.
An older woman went and they found her books and her sweater all nice and folded. She just took everything off and went into the lake and drowned herself. 14 different people that I interviewed. And some of them I amalgamated into a single character and told the same story from a couple of different angles.
Yeah.
So it's fiction. Is it fiction or is it?
It's fiction, but
based on a true story.
Yeah. So all the locations, everything that's happening is real. It's real here in Dallas. And 1969 is the year when all this shit's happening. So of course
I was born in 1969.
Like 6 months old at that point.
Yeah.
The story that I create of who I believe the ghost might be is fictitious, but everything happening around it, everything that's going on in the city, is all true.
Okay.
Now, the thing that I haven't told you is the protagonist is a woman named Laura Milton, a young woman.
Laura Milton.
Who realizes that she has inherited the ability to speak to spirits from her mother, who is deceased. She's overcoming all this crazy shit, dude. Talk about talk about a handful. She's gone through everything, and I wanted to do this because I wanted to write a strong female character that, that could rise above. It's like fucking life is throwing crab apples at her, and she's batting them over the fence.
Like Sarah Connor, kind of, but not.
Kind of, yeah. In
but
a way,
strong,
though.
Yeah.
She's, this ability to see spirits is fucked with her entire life. She's smart as a whip, gorgeous, but she's this thing has taken over her life. I mean, it's affected her relationships, everything.
The clairvoyance.
Yeah,
that's what she's struggling with. That
well,
she's got all kinds of other.
Well, yeah, and then she's got some health issues. She suffers from epilepsy, which I use in the book as kind of a metaphor for fear.
Okay.
Because it can strike at any moment,
sure.
Totally debilitates you. So she has to live with, being able to
cope with that.
Yeah, cope with that and live in this environment and still, have this thing overshadow her, but stay functional.
And still get on with their life and day to day, yada, yada, yada.
Exactly. Which is, it's hard shit.
Yeah, I know you as, videographer guy, producer, kind of technical with things like that, but you also write. What is that just like something that you've always been good at and you decided, hey, if I'm just going to start, but paying the bills is the thing that is what production does for you, right?
Does it?
Well, I mean, I didn't want to mention the gigolo part, but I mean, that helps pay like a car payment.
Yeah. Writing is something that, it's more a labor of love.
Well, I just wanted to say I've never really known anybody who's, written a book like that. I've known people who've written the how to sell stuff and that kind of thing,
or overcome your fears.
That's right.
Blah, blah, blah.
But that's a pretty cool gig. 8 years, congratulations. How long has it been out?
It has been out since the end of 2017. So I put it out a little bit early because I wanted to try to get it involved in the Texas Book Festival, which is an annual thing.
I could see where that would probably be a good place to do it.
So I mean, that's part of what I'm doing now is trying to get the word out and get people to go, hey, I like that.
That's pretty much the only reason why he came on the show, because he wanted to plug the book. Circuit.
So we could probably guarantee you one sale, which you gave to Doug, because our audience is what's our audience?
Like 12 now, I think.
No. There's like 300.
Oh, that's true. There is
subscribers.
There were not subscribers, viewers.
Viewers. Oh, you're right. I think we have 18 subscribers.
Dude, you have a lot of family members.
I know.
Here, I want to say something though. You started talking about JFK and all this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, am I to extrapolate out that some of the showgirls at Jack Ruby's club, was the ghost is one of those girls who saw something, heard something, and got snuffed out and drowned in the White Rock Lake? No,
but one of the interviews. So Laura comes to Dallas from New York. She's living in New York. She comes to Dallas to find out what the fuck's going on. The interviews a number of people.
Yeah.
And so during these interviews, we flash back to the 40s and see all of the shit unfold.
Yeah.
And
one
of her interviews,
the ghost died way back in the 30s.
Well, that's when the first sightings.
All right. So my theory is.
Well, certainly Joe Campisi would have been around.
Dude, all of this, every name you're mentioning, they're all in the fucking book.
Because Joe Campisi?
It's all a part.
So I don't acknowledge any of this.
I
am just listening. I don't know anything about this.
You just opened up the Pandora's box.
I didn't open up anything. I just said we never went to the moon.
No, because I
let me say one thing, because I'm gonna forget. One of the interviews that she conducts is a female minister at Word of Hope Cathedral, which is an LGBTQ friendly cathedral right there on Lemon and Inwood Lane. So she goes and interviews this woman,
that it
and she
wasn't
tells
an LGBTQ friendly church in the 30s.
Listen,
all right,
my friend.
All right, go ahead.
This pastor who's telling her story was a 16-year-old bride that used to go to the Carousel Club and dance at amateur night.
Which is Jack Ruby's club.
Exactly. So here's this gay minister telling her story of dancing when she was married at 15 with her husband going and picking up strippers at Carousel Club. So a lot of the stories are like this. They're so deep. It's like fuck, and she's
and they're
like
intertwined.
And so while she's telling, she's like, yeah, we saw these people there constantly. The shit was going on.
So you a big conspiracy person in general?
No, not at all.
Well, JFK, what Oswald? I mean,
yeah,
right.
No, I'm just saying, like in general, like
it was the smoking man who.
Just what motivated you to write the book? I mean, it's like there's a lot. It's not a book about, hey, there's this urban legend of a ghost. You pretty much took the urban legend and built a whole world around it.
Yes, exactly.
Very good.
And
no, I mean, if you're talking about like, why would I want to read it? You mean you could pretty much do a blog and talk about a ghost around the lake. I like where your head's at.
I'm going to tell you something. I wrote it first as a screenplay, and then I adapted it. And then when I was adapting it as a novel, my friend Hunter Sullivan, a friend of his,
fake name,
Angus Wynn, who is not a fake name.
Another fake.
Is it?
It's Anus.
Anus Wynn. I see Angus at this party, and he's like, what's going on? He's kind of dismissive. And I said, I'm working. He's like, oh yeah, it's going to be a real short book. Huh.
This is like a buddy of yours that just didn't get it.
So, and I was like, you know what? Fuck you people. I'm going to go in and write a fucking book with a real fucking story.
So it motivated, like you're just
it's
like,
tie your balls
it was a spiteful book.
No.
It was pretty much written out of spite.
Fuck you guys.
That's right.
What you're saying is somebody told you couldn't do it or that's a stupid idea, and you're like, I believe in it, so I'm going to do it.
No, it just made me realize that I had to make it really good, and it had to be filled with juicy shit. I mean, I write stuff that I want to read. I go back, and I've been doing lately. I've been doing some author readings from the book, and it's on my website. You can go, and I'm actually doing an short video intro. And
what is it? I'll put it on the screen.
ReneGuerrero.com.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah.
Or whiterockthenovel.com.
Yeah, look at it. It's right there.
Beautiful.
Right there.
Yeah. I'm going to cry.
That's some awesome production value.
So I love the material.
How many pages is it?
This is 370.
How many pictures are in there? I like books with pictures.
You can't take a picture of a ghost, dude.
There's a picture right there.
That was me.
Oh.
Book. When I get to the end of this book, it's segueing into another book?
Yeah, so it's about Laura Milton's journey, finding out that, where her power came from. She inherits it from her mother, but her mom's has been adopted. So at this point, she doesn't really know where this power is coming from. So that's part of the...
In this book?
Yeah.
How old is she doing this book?
She's 24.
24. And she's got epilepsy, and she's clairvoyant.
Well, she's always had this, and
but she didn't know
this power, but it's getting slowly stronger as time progresses.
But her mom, who had it, died, so she has nobody to guide her into what's happening with her.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of just figuring it out on her own.
Yeah.
While she's getting kicked in the balls by epilepsy.
Yeah, basically.
I could see this being a movie, and if so, like you could, like I could probably get you. Maybe Tom Cruise, if you want. I would.
What does Tom Cruise have to do with this?
He could be. He's one of the characters I envision.
Okay,
dude, he can play Laura in drag.
Maybe.
Dude, did you guys ever see
the
Tropic Thunder?
Going pretty well. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. Tom Cruise is my favorite character.
What's his name? Marty
Goldfinger?
No.
Oh God.
Damn it! Google it.
Yeah.
What is Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder character? Marty Berg? No. That's the guy on
no, that's
Ozark.
Spinal Tap.
Ozark. No, Marty Berg is
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
What's the
Tropic Thunder?
Tropic Thunder is the movie.
Character in Tropic Thunder. People that are watching this are like, dude, what's his face?
Dude, that
beyond
character,
badass.
That character
Les
was
Grossman.
Les Grossman.
Yeah.
God, I can't believe I did not know that.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I did not know that.
Yeah,
Have you seen where they take the scenes from that and how Les Grossman would negotiate with Hans Gruber from Die Hard?
Oh no! Oh, I bet that's brilliant.
It's so awesome.
That's great.
I need to check that out. I saw the one with Tom Cruise is riding the planes and delivering cocaine.
American Made?
Is that?
That's the name of the movie.
Yeah, that one.
That's a really out of left field reference. Tom Cruise.
Why? I'm off today. I am totally. What? you guys just carry on amongst yourself. I would encourage everybody who's watching this to check out the book. I'm going to read it. And I think
Which the name is what?
It is White Rock.
White Rock.
And
anybody in the Dallas area should remember that.
Book 1 of the Thin Veil series.
Buy Renee's book. This is a good. So wrap it up, Dougie. We've talked about a lot of shit tonight.
Yes, we have.
Wrap it up.
I'd like to thank Rene Guerrero for stopping by and
Show the
turning
book,
turning us on to his new book, White Rock. It looks really interesting. I mean, honestly, the stories that
the copy's for you, Doug. So
I appreciate
check
that.
it out.
I will read it.
Let me know. Let me know
will.
what you think. Hope you like it.
I'm very familiar with the White Rock phenomenon and ghosts and even what do you call those things?
We never went to the moon.
Those things.
Okay.
And until next time.
Yeah, man.
Y'all keep it real.
Thanks, guys.
You bet.
Appreciate it.